have a lot of blessings, a lot of things to look forward to.
Hello Cancer, and welcome to my channel, Ragean's Intuitive Tarot. Anything you need to know about my channel is listed in the description box below. You can go ahead and check it out, Cancer. And please remember, Cancer, energy is fluent and timeless, so when you find yourself here, that's when this message was meant to find you. They are also general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Do not try to make it fit. And energy can be masculine or feminine, and that is not exclusive to male or female. We carry both energies. As well, Cancer, I am going to be using the deck that I created myself, Ragean's Intuitive Tarot deck, and the information for that is in the description box below as well. And there is some nudity on these cards, so if I don't hold them up to the camera, that's why. I don't want to break any of YouTube's guidelines. So, Cancer, we are starting off. You feel like you've lost your happily ever after. You kind of feel like we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, and the King of Wands. So definitely you feel like you're losing something you desire, you're losing your stability, or you've lost something stable. You're reevaluating with the Seven of Pentacles. You're really looking at your life, the choices that you've made, the decisions that you've made. With the Nine of Cups here, yeah, you're feeling like a wish was not fulfilled in some way. There's something you're wishing for and you just feel like it's not happening. And the thing I have to say, Cancer, is right now, you know, a lot of times in the past we used to always say, I'll believe it when I see it. But actually, we have to switch that thinking around. We have to believe it, and then we will see it. So there's an element of not believing in your dream here in some way. We have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior. The Nine of Wands can talk about persevering because you're almost at the end of a cycle. It can also talk about staying in a toxic situation because it's comfortable. It's all that you know. You know what to expect day to day. You know, it's... So take that how it resonates. In a sense, I'm honestly feeling like kind of giving up on a dream because it's being too hard to make it come true, in a sense. We have the Lovers, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. So definitely something... And at the bottom of the deck is the Four of Wands. This is talking all about your foundation. The Four of Wands is often called the marriage card, but it's talking about our stability. And Spirit is just guiding me to read right from the book here. So the Four of Wands, the marriage card, focuses on interpersonal relationships, communication, participation, short or long distance trips, and or the quest for enlightenment. When things get tough or uncomfortable, or our initial reaction is to run away or evade the issue, but we really just need to deal with it. We must participate in all areas. of life, the good, the bad, and the ugly, to find the answers that will allow us to correct ourselves and our problems. When a penguin finds his mate, he scours the beach to find her the perfect pebble to communicate his feelings. Penguins share responsibilities. There are times they are separated. There are moments that when they want to give up, but they persevere with the knowledge that the universe knows what it is doing. And, with penguins, there's a shared responsibility. There's times that when the female, I believe, lays an egg, she sits on it at first, and the male goes and hunts and feeds, and then the male comes back and sits on the egg, and the female goes and hunts and feeds. And there are times where the female or the male don't ever make it back. So, the penguins, there is shared responsibilities. It's an equal give and take, and calla lilies represent marriage and major transitions in life. So I'm kind of getting here, Cancer, at the bottom there with the Lovers, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. Something in your relationship possibly has gone stagnant, and it could be a relationship, a job, whatever. You don't feel like you're getting in return as much as you're giving out, in a sense. But I'm also getting here, picking up the energy, Cancer, that, again, you won't see it unless you believe it. And there's also this element of what you focus your energy on, you're going to create more of that. So I'm getting this feeling of focusing on the lack of, with the Five of Cups. Instead of seeing what's being offered to her, instead of seeing all the blessings that are still available, she's, turned her head away. She's lost in her sorrow, in her thoughts. She's focusing on the lack of. She's focusing on the things that were lost, instead of paying attention to what is still there, what is still being offered. So there's an element here kind of I would be not surprised if the Seven of Swords showed up with some kind of stinking thinking, I'm just feeling, Cancer, you can be a very emotional sign. And the strong message as of late is to have control over your thoughts and your emotions and not letting them control you. Don't project any negative outcomes. A lot of times we get it in our head that we believe things won't work out, and so in a sense we sabotage ourselves by the things that we are thinking about. And that comes up with the Ten of Swords. Swords energy is all about our thoughts, our ideas, and there's an element here of, lots of negative thinking. And it's lots of negative thinking surrounding your happily ever after. So that could be, believing you can't have it, believing Ten of Swords is an element of hitting rock bottom too. So you could be having really, really, really negative thought patterns right now, Cancer. The Five of Cups is being clarified by... Now, I don't normally read cards upside down, but the Five and the Six of Wands was upside down. And the Two of Cups and the Ace of Wands are right side up. And this to me is like saying there's no conflict in, or no success in creating conflict or focusing on conflict or drama. And wands too, wands are usually about action, but back way back, and I don't even know why they switched it, but at one point the wands indicated your thought patterns and swords indicated action, which actually makes more sense to me. But anyways, this is the same idea, is there's no success in having stinking thinking, in always seeing the negative in everything, in focusing on the negative, in getting too caught up in your head, Cancer. It's time to take action. It's time to get out of your head and start taking action towards something. So, what is it that you need to take action on? What is it that you've been procrastinating in doing, Cancer? The King of Wands is being clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. And this to me is, you need to take action towards things that you desire, things that make you happy. I feel, Cancer, you've been, you could have been secluding yourself. You could be having feelings of not being worthy. Maybe you're getting old and you're having trouble, you're aging and you're having trouble coming to terms with but there's something here. It's like you've forgotten to have fun. You've forgotten how to dream. Maybe, you need to get out there and socialize, find your soul tribe. Maybe you need to have spend more time with family, doing things with family, doing things that you love. Or even maybe this is what you're wishing for, is more time to be able to spend with the people that you love, doing things that you love. So either way, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands clarifying the Seven of Pentacles. So you might get some news that, the Seven of Pentacles is all about, it can be about being patient. It can be about waiting, waiting for your fruits to go, for the fruit to come in. It's like you plant the seeds, but the next day your plants are not going to be grown and bearing fruit. There's a situation that may arise that brings about a pause in progress that may cause you dissatisfaction, anxiety, depression, or make you reevaluate your goals, aspirations, or life itself. You have what it takes and you have come this far. You may just need someone to help you put the final pieces of the puzzle together. Hold tight, help is coming. The seeds we plant do not blossom overnight. It takes time. No amount of wanting or wishing makes them grow any faster. You are determined to succeed, so you will. Take the necessary steps to make sure your seeds blossom and bear fruit, despite the barren surroundings and doubt that they ever bear fruit. The cactus flower is a symbol of surviving and thriving. And that's, even though things may seem desolate, seem impossible, Spirit wants you to believe in the possible. Because, out in a dry desert, it doesn't seem possible for a cactus to bear fruit in such a beautiful flower, but it does. And I think you're going to get news. Again, you're going to have information, something coming in that's going to help turn something around with the Wheel of Fortune. Something is going to be shifting or moving here. Now let's clarify the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is being clarified by the Hermit card. So this is really, with this I'm getting, what do you want, Cancer? What do you really, really want? Like, you need to really sit with yourself and be able to figure out what that, and even get a piece of paper and write it down. Because this is, you know, going within and figuring out what it is that you know, what are you wishing for? What do you want? What do you really, really, really want? And, you know, write it down, write it out, because writing things down just helps put more intention, more energy towards it, which helps you manifest it. The Nine of Wands, which is, yeah, the end of some kind of heavy burden is coming in here. So there is an end of a cycle. There is an end with the Death and the Ten of Wands. You've been carrying some sort of heavy load. Again, those negative thoughts, not believing in possibilities, you know, just not believing you're worthy, not believing you can get there. There's just some kind of heavy load that you're carrying, or I really do believe it has a lot to do with your thinking, just not believing in something, Cancer, and also not taking action towards something. What is the Lovers for Cancer here, Spirit? Clarify the Lovers. The Lovers is being clarified by the King of Wands. Now, the Lovers is talking about making a choice. It's a major arcana card, so it's like you have a big decision in front of you, Cancer. The focus is on sudden and unpredictable changes, interesting experiences, love, friendship, newness, unions, meetings, examination, choice, reorganization, travel, personal property or domicile. And the Lovers is about choice. The choice about who you want to be in this lifetime, how you connect to others, and what you will and won't stand for. To make good choices, you need to be clear about your personal beliefs and values and stay true to them. Consider all consequences before acting. Your value system is being challenged, and you are being called to take the higher path, even if it's difficult. Choose love for yourself, for others, and the universe. Choose the best version of you. The white lilies symbolize pure love, innocence, and soulmates. So again, I've said it before many, many times that where we're going in the future, we cannot take the baggage of the past with us. It is very, very important that we are willing to look at our unconscious side, our shadow side, and we are willing to acknowledge all of the things that are blocking us, our limitations, and that we are willing to, awareness is the first step to recovery. So if you're willing to look in the mirror, if you're willing to look at yourself and see where you're holding yourself back, and are you willing to change that? That is where it starts. There's a element here of discovering who you truly are, who you want to be in this world. I feel like somewhere along the way you got lost on the path, Cancer. You know, don't try to be who somebody else, or don't think you have to be what somebody else wants. What people want from you is just authenticity, to be who you truly are, to be yourself. And I feel like there's an element of needing to just lighten up and remember how to have fun. Remember how to socialize and do fun things with, remember and connect with your family. Connect on a deeper level with your family. The Four of Cups is being clarified by a whole lot of stinking thinking here, Cancer. The Four of Cups is when things get stagnant, things get boring, things, you're longing for something else, you're wishing things could be different, you're seeing all your cups is empty. It's just nothing's fulfilling you anymore, but there's somebody who's trying to offer you something, but you're totally ignoring it because you're all up in your head. See, with the Knight of Cups, somebody's trying to offer you a cup of love. Somebody's trying to offer you something, but you just can't see it. You can't see it, Cancer, because you're so stuck in some sort of negative thought pattern, in old belief systems, in lack of confidence. There's something that you got going on in your head that is blocking you. The Six of Pentacles, you're waiting for somebody to put in more effort. You're waiting for somebody, and you're kind of being stubborn about it, I think. It's like I know, Cancer, I don't think you're normally considered a stubborn sign, but I think you're really standing your ground, and you're waiting for somebody to put in effort into something. You're waiting for somebody else to make the first move, and it's like, why can't you be the first one to make the move, Cancer? Why can't you, stop waiting on other people? Figure out what it is that you want. There's this element here of, I just feel this stubbornly waiting for something. And with this, I literally get my father-in-law's old saying, wish in one hand and shit in the other, and see which one fills up faster. So, yeah. There's something you need to stop waiting for, Cancer, and you need to start taking action. We have the Eight of Wands here, which is movement, taking action. This could be news coming in. Again, it could be news that is somewhat devastating, but it's news, it's a wake-up call. It's getting you to see where you need to make changes. There's some sort of, truth being exposed in a sense. This is, taking care of yourself, nurturing yourself, figuring out what it is that you want, what you want to see in this life. This is knowing that things don't always work out, but it doesn't mean the end. That, when one thing doesn't work out, you work your way through it. This is about working through difficult times in a sense. with the Four of Cups, the Eight of Coins, and the Five of Cups, again, it's being afraid to do the shadow work, being afraid to look at your emotions, being afraid to, you can't make it to your 10 of Pentacles by avoiding things. You need to face your troubles head on. You need to face things head on. Whether it's financial, whether it's relationship, whether it's health related, whatever it is for you, there's something you need to figure out what you want. You need to figure out what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. You need to figure out how to quit the stinking thinking and communicate what it is that you want with your partner, the people around you. I feel like you need to go out and have a little more fun here, Cancer. There's a need to take a risk, have faith. Yeah, stop putting energy into your negative emotions, getting control of your emotions. There's an element here of letting go of control, letting go of the stinking thinking. The Emperor has control over himself. He has control over his thoughts, his emotions, his actions, and he can handle his finances. There's need for cooperation here. And then here's your energy moving forward, letting go of control, going with the flow, and being willing to look at your dark side, your shadow side, so that you know what you need to cut out in order to move forward. You're definitely going through a transition here, Cancer. Yeah, not knowing how to move forward, but you need to be patient with yourself at the same time. Taking a look. I think there's a lot of rooted belief systems, a lot of old ways of seeing things, thinking about things that are kind of sabotaging your stability. So great message, Cancer. I hope that helps you on your journey. If it resonates with you, I would love it if you would hit that like and subscribe. If not, go check out some of your other signs. But you got this, Cancer. Just get clear about what it is that you would like and believe you can have it. This is a time to dream big and believe in the impossible. So I thank you so much for tuning in and being here, Cancer. I bless you and wish you all the best on your journey. And until then, I will catch you next time.